Oh, so that's where the screws were. A pump is a workout device by Unitree. It uses a magnetic motor to generate smooth resistance that you control from a phone app. There's pretty much no information online on how to take this thing apart or how to fix battery issues or charging issues, or if anything goes wrong, you pretty much have to send it back or throw it away. The outside has no visible screws, and feeling around the surface, I don't feel any indentations that would indicate a screw. I went about it assuming it's a snap-on case. I'm going to start by trying to get an opening going by prying on one of the sides. I can tell from prying on it that this thing is very secure and well built. I got a bit of a gap here, so I'm going to try to cut an opening so I can look inside. Remember, I have nothing to lose. This thing doesn't charge anymore. It doesn't turn on anymore. When I try to charge this thing, it just beeps and the light flashes. It doesn't take any charge, and the app shows it has a battery failure. It pretty much does nothing. So again, I have nothing to lose. This is good enough. I can shine a light in there. And I can see that there's a cylindrical structure that is meant for screws, but I'm just going to keep going at this point. Alright, I see an actual screw, and it's a very tiny Phillips screw. Well, I already went this far, I might as well go all the way. I can feel the prying is easier as the structure is weakened by that screw being removed. That should be it right there. I felt it release. Now I can force it open. And here's a look at what's inside. So there's the screws. Now I can see that it's probably underneath this foam padding that I overlooked. Hindsight's always 20/20, you know. So if you want to take this thing apart, the screws are underneath this foam rubbery mat here. There's 4 tiny Phillips screws here. They're pretty much recessed, so you need a long, narrow Phillips screwdriver like this one. Mine are pretty much stuck in there because the threads are on the other side. I'll just leave it there. Now let's get back to the internals. Looks like there's multiple tiny components that are held on by Phillips screws. Looks like this is the motor mechanism. Let me wind up the belt so it's not messy. First, I'm going to take off these brackets on the corners here. It seems to be holding down the metal structure that's attached to the motor mechanism. There's also some kind of data connector here. Just pull it up. The motor mechanism feels sturdy enough that you can grab it and use it to lift it. There's rubber bushings along the edges there that gives it some resistance as you lift it, but just pull up and it should break free. Now I see that orange structure is what's holding the belt in, and that's another restriction that we must take apart. And there's another bracket underneath. Looks like some batteries are underneath there. So I'm going to take apart this orange structure that's looks like it's spring-loaded and it grips the rope so that it can glide smoothly. These are really tiny Phillips, and I need a 000 Phillips head. There's the metal bracket that covers it, and I need to remove this carabiner. As I pulled it out, I heard some snapping, so I think it's a spring-loaded mechanism and it just lost its position, so I'll have to figure that out when I put it back together, if I even fix this thing. Now to take apart this layer that's on top of the battery. And here's a view of the batteries. Let me just pry them out for a closer look. I'll have to bend these and break these connectors off. So there are 5 INR 18350 batteries, 700 milliamp hours each. I'll see if I can find some replacements for these, put it back all together and see if it works. There will be a part 2 to this once I get the batteries in.